pitches to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Georgia's offense will start this game off. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really...
It's a seam wide open! And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Yeah, and that's not the start you wanted if you're on this defense. Like, you lost last week, looking to bounce back. One thing you can't do, man, give up explosive plays on the ground. This defense has to hunker in, dial in a little bit. Last week was a struggle. Let's get back on track.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Larson. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kentucky's offense will take the field for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks. It's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Dropping back, it's Larson. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
It's complete to the left. Breaks into the open. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole game, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing.
Looking for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
So now it's second and long. Scanning the field, it's McNabb. It's caught. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snags it down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. The pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure.
Makes the catch. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Another incompletion on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It is perfect. It's our forced to settle for the field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Rutgers. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's got the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Now on first down from the 43. Rushes on him. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. To throw, it's Larson. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Georgia! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He's going to get loose. They get him out of bounds, but a choke play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First play of the period, first down here. He leaves it with his back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. They'll run play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of him. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's McNabb. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it down the right side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. They'll test the right side. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip.
Going downfield for the big play. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Looking to throw, it's McNabb. Catch in the middle, it's Beckham. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Using his legs, it's Bush. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Scrambling away. Quarterback gets enough.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field. There's nothing you can do about it.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged out of the air.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score.
Going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Larson. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Dogs! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Kentucky will be forced to punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. To the air, it's Larson. He fires to the left side. He's got it! Touchdown, Georgia! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity.
There he goes. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Past the 40. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
From the gun, running back on the move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. He slides that just inside the right upright. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum.
Turning it on! All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Larson. Right on the money. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath. Back to throw, time running short in the half.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Got his man. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They'll immediately call timeout. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Working that left side now. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Final seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to put up 3. Smashes in between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Nothing went right in that 1st half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this 1st drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession. Because
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has it with really good field position. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's got it. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks into 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs, running and passing. And
going for the goal line. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Unloads quickly. Breaks into the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Gives it on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw. It's McNabb. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And coaches and players, a lot of times, they call it instincts. But it's just a knack. It's just a feel. It's something that's inside of you. And this guy consistently feels where the ball's going. That's interception number 8 on the season.
Caught. Good execution. They moved the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. To the ground with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Punts it out of the air. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the RPO, complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. With the run on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wants to throw. It's McNabb on target. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Pulls and fires complete. Across the 45. There he goes! And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Dogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Uga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick ball. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
He unleashes a long one. Pulls it in inside the 10. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to throw, it's Larson. He wants it all. Touchdown, Dogs! Grab the short pass to put the Six on the board. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Turns it loose. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Quick release on the RPO.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
Motion from the wideout. Reads it, fires complete. Turning it on. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Dogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to...
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Larson. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a spot in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to the ground game on the left. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Off play action. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter. Get in your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Georgia going up tempo. Looking downfield, it's Larson. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It's complete on the right side. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Finds the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin them deep. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Got his man quickly. Still running at the 40. There he goes. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. It's reverse. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. The defense calls a timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Back to pass, it's Larson. He'll take the deep shot. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Motion from the wide receiver. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Makes the grab on the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
And the defense gets the big 3rd down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on 4th down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you want, you know.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He makes a grab. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here comes the heat. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse